on this Friday, Junior.
Yeah, so we've all had this experience having something in your home that doesn't work, but is it too valuable or expensive to just throw it out?
Yeah, we don't want to do that. You could get it repaired, but that could be costly too. Not this weekend. John Krochmalny joins us with how you can get some items fixed for free. And we've got you started here because we looked around the newsroom, the station. We found some broken things.
A few.
That one literally says do not use on the back of that. So
yeah.
It just is a sample of some of the things you might be fixing for folks this weekend.
Of course. We depend on anywhere between 8 and 12 people, volunteers that can fix pretty much anything. So we've got a good skill set in which to work with.
So what kind of items are you fixing? I broke a bracelet this week. Could you help me out in that department and not just computers?
Jewelry is a big item for the Repair Cafe, as well as sewing.
Oh, okay.
So if you've got things that need to be mended, things that need to be altered or whatever, bring them. We've got seamstresses that are really quite skillful in those things.
I do, yes. And my daughter, she tore some holes in the knees of her, but she's like, Mom, I need patches on these. I'm like, oh, she's looking at me.
Yeah.
So it's so nice to have an event like this. When did this start and why did you all decide to do it?
We started in July of 2019, and it was a co-ministry between Park United Church of Christ and the Sylvania Baha'i community. We were in a co-sponsorship of a ministry going back to 2012. One event ended because of health concerns, and there was a missing segment that people wanted to get back and establish the relationship. We did some brainstorming, came up with this idea of maybe starting a repair cafe. We didn't know how it was going to go, so we decided to give it a 3-time session to see if it would work. And by the end of the first session, it exceeded everybody's expectations, and it continues to do so.
People have a lot of broken things they won't fix.
It never ends.
Yeah, it never ends. So this is free. Is it like a first come first serve? You walk in with your broken stuff.
We do have organization, so you'll come in and there's refreshments, so coffee and a chance that people can get together and talk, which is one of our main concerns. We didn't want to just fix stuff. We wanted to make sure that there was a sense of community there.
Nice.
And people come and take advantage of that and really have a good time.
Yeah. And even with the community, you're also trying to bring the young ones in and kind of teach them these skills. Talk about how that experience has been.
We've got young people coming in and working alongside the people that do have the skills. So we would like to think of it as being an advanced STEM opportunity, rather than just get on something and then leave it. Here's a way in which to develop troubleshooting skills, coming up with ideas regarding what could be wrong with it, and trying them out.
I like that.
Why is it so good to pass those skills along to those young people? Just the troubleshooting, developing, the critical thinking when they're seeing these different items that are broken. Why is it important for the 8 to 12 volunteers to pass that information to them?
When things break down in society, you throw them away, or you get new. Here's an opportunity in which to develop and maybe maintain a relationship to the past. Some of our biggest items taken to us have tremendous sentimental value. So when you repair things, you're restoring that relationship with a loved one who may have passed on.
Okay, yeah, you don't want to just discard it. It means something to you. What's maybe the strangest thing someone's brought in for you all to fix?
Let me know by this weekend, because we did have an opportunity to put together an electric bike. And it came in a box, so our volunteers were able to piece it together, and it took us a while, but we were able to do it.
It's your IKEA and instructions. How do we get this thing here together? But that's nice that you all are helping people get that.
Absolutely, but what about lawnmowers and snow blowers? A lot of folks have problems with those.
That is true, and that's our limit. We don't attempt to repair anything that has petroleum or gasoline.
Okay.
Good to know.
So leave those things at home, but your coffee maker or your watch, your bracelet.
Right, yeah, I'm gonna have to bring my bracelet this Saturday. And of course, how often are we hosting the Toledo Repair Cafe?
We've got several partners. When we first started, there was a co-ministry of Park United Church of Christ and the Sylvania Baha'i community. That's grown to include the Multi-Faith Council of Northwestern Ohio. So the Jewish community comes in. We do have volunteers with the Islamic Center of Greater Toledo. And our biggest partners are with the Toledo Lucas County Public Library, who gives us the stage, and other volunteers come from Northwest State Community College.
And this is happening once a month?
Once a month, and this particular weekend, Saturday, it'll be at the Maumee Branch Library between 10 o'clock and 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
People are getting up, looking around their houses right now. Oh yeah, I have that thing that I've been meaning to get fixed all
They're
this
probably looking at it right underneath the television, you know, something, an old DVD player that they need repaired or something like that.
We do have a successful repair rate of about 81.5%.
All right,
We
that's
can't repair
great.
everything, but you know we'll take a look at it
pretty
and
good.
see what happens.
That's pretty good.
You gotta try. It's a starting point.
Very good. Thank you so much for coming in today and for
pleasure.
offering this service to the community. That's a really important thing. And as you mentioned, community too. So come in and have a chat with somebody as well. Very good. Thanks for coming today.